Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Chimmel, the GOAT of ring announcers. And you're listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.
So before we started, and before we even start anything, I watched a video and I just showed Gerard. I'd never seen it. And it was the John Cena goodbye video we should have all gotten. What do you think, Gerard?
I thought it was good. I think there should have been some people that were added to it.
Let's not go there. For what it was,
some people should have been added. I'm not talking about one helter-skelter looking dude. I'm talking about some people should have been added. Some people should have been taken away.
I thought it was for what it is. I know kayfabe's a thing, and I know you and I believe that the loss of kayfabe has made wrestling a lot worse than it should be. But to watch that, and again, I'll say it plainly. I was there for the fucking years that Cena was pushed down our throats, but the man gave us 20 years of his life, and he always performed at a high caliber level. The man was he was a machine. He never got sick. He was always there. And we've talked about it before, the Make-A-Wish stuff. And you and I have talked about Hulk Hogan before and all this stuff, but that man he embodied all of those things that Hulk Hogan should have. And for all those years, other than for 6 months of his career, he, and then the beginning of his career, he did it as a fucking babyface. That man he never went against his morals. He changed himself because he knew he had to get the next generation of wrestling ready. And I'm not talking about just the boys. I'm talking about the kids that were watching. He had to get that generation ready for when they are now. It's their time. It's their generation.
Let me ask you this. And, when Cena first started.
Yeah. Are you talking prototype or are you talking about Thug Life?
No. Between the ruthless aggression to
the
Thug
Life. Yeah.
Okay. Was he more disliked than Rock when it was just Rocky Maivia?
No, I think that they thought he was. I think they thought he was fake. I think they thought he was fake as shit. He was the fake guy, white guy rapper.
But I'm saying, so would you put it in the angle to when you put it side by side? Who was more under?
I think John was later on, but I think in the beginning when they saw that John was having really good matches as the fucking Word Life Thugonomics character.
No, I'm saying before he became the rapper.
Oh no, he wasn't even noticed.
So who was over worse? John Cena or the Rock?
I think John Cena, because they didn't even know who.
So you think Rocky Maivia had a better go?
Only because he had the pedigree. Right, he had the pedigree of being a third generation superstar, and I think they weren't going to just throw something like that away. Remember, they were never going to fire The Rock. They were going to fire John Cena until he started fucking freestyling in the back of a van, and Stephanie hurt him.
Right. So my question, so one of the things that when you go back and look at that, you're saying so Rock had an easier time. So
I'm not okay. And again,
Rock Cena made a career. He turned nothing into something.
So I'm gonna pull the veil back a bit. The last job I have now, right? The job the full-time job I have now. When I did my interview for that job, one of the questions they asked me, leadership, was like, "Why do you deserve this job?" Point blank, why do you deserve this position, this promotion? And I said, because I don't. And I said, because everywhere I've gone, that's what they've told me. There was always somebody better. There's always someone who can do the job better than I can. And I said, and every time they've said that, I've outworked everyone that's come before me. And I said, it's funny because you have an opportunity here. I told my current boss, I said, I've never really worked under you, but now I am. I have the opportunity to, and you can do something different than no one else has. You can believe in me, my work ethic, my hustle, my drive, and know that I'm going to be better than all of them like nobody else has. Because I'll tell you right now, everybody that's bet against me in my profession is gone because they made the wrong choice. I'm still here and they're not. So you could be the first one to believe in me, put me in a position because I'm going to get one way or another. I'm going to find a way to work my ass off to get there. And he did. He hired me, and it's worked out very well. I think that, and the reason I bring that up is because I think John Cena is the same story. He worked his ass off. You could tell it when he was the prototype in the ring, and I've been watching a lot of OVW stuff with him and Lesnar and some of the other guys. It's kind of hokey because Jim Cornette stuff back in the day is a little hokey, but I love Jim Cornette. But there was something. He had the physique, he had the look, he had a fucking drive to be the best, even back then. And even if no one believes it and they thought it was cornballish, when he told Kurt Angle, you could look at his face, the motherfucker believed it. That's the story of John Cena. You may not like it. You may not believe in him, but that motherfucker believes it. He believes he's the best.
I had somebody ask me today, describe yourself. Who are you?
An asshole.
No. It's the hardest question. It's the hardest question I've ever had to answer. In a split moment. When you don't have time to think of it.
You want me to do it? I mean, to defend you honestly? Really honestly? Oh, hold on. You know what? I don't get to do this, so I'm going to do it. I'll define you, Gerard. You are one of the most loyal, honest, caring sons of bitches I've ever met in my life. And I'll say this because it's something we've talked about before. Anything I've ever told you, it's been... You have shown me so much respect as a friend. But in that same breath, if someone comes to you and you give them your word, that means everything. And I know to you that probably doesn't mean anything. It's not a big deal. I'm just doing the right thing. That means everything, Gerard. Like, you are such a fucking loyal human being. And when you say something, you can pretty much write it as gospel. And I believe it. And if you tell me that the grass is fucking blue and the sky is green, motherfucker, I'm going to believe it because it's coming out of your mouth.
I do that because a lot. You might understand this because the way you talked about your father. Can you look a man? How often can you look a man in the eyes today and shake his hand, and that man keep his word?
You can't.
With growing up, that was your bond. That was your contract. You shook a man's hand and you look in his eyes. That was your contract word. And it's
a handshake used to mean something, and it doesn't anymore.
Like I said, that was your contract. A handshake was your contract. And the thing is, though, nowadays you got people shaking with one hand and trying to stab you in the chest with the other. Okay.
So I've always followed the Kurt Cobain quote of a real friend will stab you in the front.
That's what I'm saying. It will stab you in the chest.
But. And again, we're gonna talk about Danhausen. I promise you, Leland, we're gonna get there to talk about Danhausen. But we just saw this video, and I'm in. Go ahead.
The thing I like about that, the video that we just watched, is the hustle, the loyalty, and respect in every walk of life. No matter what job you do, no matter what you do for a living. If you have to go to battle for people, if you keep those 3 words, 99% of the time, you're going to come out on top. You will come out on top if you can remember those 3 words. Hustle,
I always thought that was hokey as shit, right? It goes back to like the Hulk Hogan, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, all that other stuff, right? But you can't find anybody in wrestling, hell, anybody in most things that had the fucking work ethic of that man. You'd have to go back to the Ric Flairs of the world, but Ric Flair was fucking Ric Flair, and there's a difference between him. John Cena.
Would you say that the guaranteed contracts killed that, though?
No, and I know that you like to bring that up with the guaranteed contracts. I don't think that's a thing. Hold on. Yeah, the one that they just posted on. I believe they just posted it, but it showed Lesnar and a bunch of other people. But no, like, it wasn't just what he did in the ring, because the motherfucker rarely missed a show, missed a house show, anything. He was always there. It was the other stuff. The record, and he wasn't promoting the Make-A-Wish shit. They were. And I used to give a lot of people shit who would bring that up, but I'm getting older, and maybe it's with age comes some wisdom, right? He was there as John. You know, I believe that the character John Cena is not. We've seen it's not always the man outside, right? I think we see more when we see shows like Peacemaker, and you see him do the movies and stuff. You see a little more of him the real him.
John Cena, hustle, loyalty, and respect paid the bills. But John Cena, the man, the one he was for his family, if you ever heard about things that he would still do for his family,
but that's not what I'm saying, Gerard. What I'm saying is, okay, so you know, we look at someone like Johnny Depp, and they would do Make-A-Wishes for kids, and they would go in the fucking like Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. would show up in the Iron Man costume, or they would show up in the Pirates of the Caribbean. John Cena was doing the same thing, but he did it more than anybody in history has ever done. And he showed up in those jorts and fucking colorful T-shirts every time as John Cena, as our buddy Tony would say. But he did that in character every time.
But that's what I'm trying to ask you. I met John numerous times outside of the ring. There wasn't much of a difference between John, the character, and John, the man.
So, but this is what I'll say. I think is, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you know him, you've met him. The John Cena character is the fucking super Chad jock, right? He's like, oh, I'm going to always win, this and that. The John Cena outside is a human being, and he has principles that he sticks to, and he is a very ordered, structured guy.
One of the things that would always strike me about him
is far more articulate than he lets on. I'll say that.
Listen, he can speak Mandarin, which I don't even want to think about. Okay.
Oh God! If you don't understand what the complexities of Mandarin are, please look it up. It's not just about verbiage; it is about tone of voice. Mandarin is probably the hardest fucking language you can learn.
So, and he studied it to learn it and stuff like that. The avenue I want to go down with the respect is the fact of he worked every day, not knowing what tomorrow was going to give him. So he gave today the 100%.
Well, and I'll say this, you know, there's been a lot of people who have brought up, well, he made this choice and he made this, and what about the nexus? Understand, at the end of the day, it was fucking homeboy. Did you put that fucking dog in a vest or a sweater?
I did it.
So I don't have words for you right now. It wasn't him who made those choices. Ultimately, it was fucking Vince, right? Vince makes ultimately had the bottom line, tearing up fucking promos and scripts and rewriting shows, right? It was Vince. You're fucking ridiculous. You know that? It is, but he's fucking ridiculous. Now, what I want to bleed into that is, let's look at someone like Roman. And you and I were talking about Pops before the show started. And I promise all this shit's going to get to something. But when you talk about Pops,
just so you know, without saying anybody's names, the 4 longest Pops I could probably name. And
first and foremost has to be the Road Warrior Pop.
What I'm saying is the 4 longest ones where the crowd would react the most. And, okay, 3 of the people we've mentioned. Oh, I think we mentioned all 4 of them, actually. We mentioned all 4. Okay? With their pops would make the crowd go like this. I think we mentioned 4 of the loudest ones of all time. All 4 of them.
Who?
Cena, Reigns, Austin, Hogan. You'd hear that first chord for Real American and watch the crowd go.
Well, I would argue that you could add The Rock to that list. Not a fan of The Rock, but
we've mentioned everybody who got the enormous pops. We've mentioned those people. We mentioned them.
But here's what I was getting at with Roman. They were trying to build Roman the entire time. They wanted Roman Reigns to be the next John Cena, but Roman Reigns' character was never meant to be a John Cena archetype. What made him work when he first started with the Shield is they were an outcast group of badasses who came in whooped a motherfucker. And again, I would argue that in the short term, they were as dominant as, say, the NWO. That as a team, they came in, they wrecked shop, they left. It was very. That's what got them over. They would go in, hot, fucking super fucking functional team. Every member had a place. You had Reigns, who was the powerhouse, right? What's up, Moo? Love fucking. What's up, Woo? Chip. Gerard, that's Grandmaster Woo. He's good people.
Well, I had to bring up my Randy Savage story again today too. So
hold on. So watching Roman go from that, and then they what I like to call the suffering succotash era, which those promos were shit, right? They were fucking garbage. Tragically, his leukemia came back and he beat it, and they finally allowed him to be himself. They allowed him to be Joe. And I truly believe the character we get now, flaws and all, bloodline and all, I think that is closer to who he is in real life. Perfect example. They let him be like they let him do what his cousin did.
Did they unleash his Brock Lesnar? Because remember a couple years back when Brock came back and he's out there carrying a briefcase like it's a stereo, like a Walkman, like the boom box.
Yeah. But okay. So I love you. You love bringing that up.
And I'm saying you compare it.
I don't compare it to that. I compare it to go back to one group, the Nation of Domination. They gave Rocky 2 minutes with the microphone.
30 seconds.
Okay, well, 30 seconds with a microphone.
And
it changed the trajectory of that entire group. That group was meant for Ron Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Changed the whole group. And I think when you did that when you had him come out, and I think you and Jacob are right to some regard, him coming out during COVID, him coming out, spearing the Fiend, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to stack him. I'm going to wreck everything, and I'm going to leave because that's what I do. And that's not a spoiler. That's a promise. In that tone he had, and then they fold the camera over to Paul Heyman, the most unholy alliance you could ever think of. And I think that with the history between Roman, the Anoa'i family, and everything he did with the Wild Samoans, the Samoans hit squad, everything that Paul Heyman, the credibility he brought to a guy like Roman. You go down the line of his dad presents him with the Ulafala. Everything that goes on with the bloodline. That is, I don't understand how people can argue that that's not one of, if not the greatest storyline that they have ever fucking produced.
Long term, it's possibly the best.
Well, the reason I say that is there's no lulls in it. Like okay.
Let me ask you this though. Long term, stretched out over the years, does it still beat Austin McMahon?
I think so. Yes. Hear me out. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it does. Because if you look at the bloodline storyline from beginning to in the COVID era to where he got Jay on his side, and then Jimmy comes up, and then you have Solo, and then the cracks between the brothers, and then everything going on, there was never a lull. There was never a lull in the story. But if you go to Vince and Stone Cold, there's absolutely a lull after WrestleMania 17 when Austin becomes a heel. And you have him and
Austin basically had his Cena moment where he flipped back and that went nowhere until they came up with this what line, and the what took off more than the Austin 360.
But that's what I'm saying. There was never a lull in the bloodline story. You were watching. I'll tell you, I was watching every week to know what was going to happen.
I think we're in a lull right now with it though.
But we're no longer in the bloodline story. Okay. But I don't think it has to do with him. And the reason I say that, I presented you a video earlier, and we talked about Stone Cold Steve Austin. We talked about Roman Reigns. We talked about how, when is the last time we've seen a pop like that? You have just the music hit. It's his new theme at the time. No one knew it was actually going to be him. You hear da-da-da-da. And then you see head of the table appear on the Titantron, and then you go, and that crowd just loses it. And then they start lulling a little bit, and then they see him walk out. Oh my God. And then they lull a little bit, and then they in course, hoo-ah, He spears solo.
Don't get me wrong. Now, when I say the difference between him and Austin is the fact of Austin, you heard the glass, you saw Austin right away. There was no holdout.
Well, see, and that's the thing.
If you timed out Roman's walk, it was a good minute. Okay.
So, but I'll say this: Austin and Roman have more in common than I think most people think. Roman is not the big athletic fucking. He's not doing high flying moves. If for all intensive purposes, he's not a technician in the ring. He's a brawler.
He's a grounded superstar.
He's a brawler. I would say brawler 100%. You can call it tribal brawler. You can call it fucking like whatever.
Grounded.
Steve Austin was the same brawler style. The thing that's also the same about him is you give them a microphone and let them be them, they come off like a fucking badass. I think that is why it was so significant what happened with him and Punk, right? So, again, I've been researching this because I wanted to have something. You're damn right, Woo.
Yeah, you know what the sad part is about that is he had probably the first move where they actually had to come out and tell people, don't try this at home.
So what I'll say is this: I think the point of the CM Punk, because I went back and I was researching all this shit. I didn't want to look stupid when I was bringing this up. Roman didn't just beat them in the ring, Gerard, on the mic. For instance, he had that match with LA Knight, right? Yeah, and I think it was at Crown Jewel. But they had that match, and he said, "What have you done?" The megastar, right? And he looks over at Paul. He goes, "What are they saying? What are the kids saying I'm doing now? But I'm doing is cinema. I'm doing cinema right now."
I'll put it like this though: the match he had with Logan Paul,
excellent.
He won the match, but Logan Paul out wrestled him in that match.
Oh, 100%. But he was still a good match.
Yeah, but Logan Paul.
But what I'm saying is this. But what I'm saying is, and hear me out when I say this. He said that to LA Knight, and he was like, I'm doing cinema. You call yourself the megastar. All you're doing is becoming a hillbilly version of my cousin. That line, fucking LA Knight didn't have a recovery for it. And I think, again, going back to later on, when you have Roman and Punk shut Roman up. I know that you didn't like that he talked about his father, but I will agree that is always a line you shouldn't go over. But if two parties have agreed to it for the purity, right? For the purity and to make the story mean more, I think it's okay. If you were to tell me.
What I saw on Monday, the continuation of the promo.
This one, your water?
The continuation of the promo on Monday night when the Usos came out. And now Punk, when they wanted the apology, and he starts saying, I'm sorry that your cousin did this. I'm sorry that your cousin did that.
Well, I think what they're going for, right? I really think that
what happened with this Ohio Valley referee?
Oh, the ref got slammed and had a seizure in the ring, and no one rendered aid, and he suffered brain damage.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, fucking Jacoby was talking about that.
Do we have a video of that?
Yeah, get the video for me.
Get the video. So
we'll check it out, Monty.
Second.
What I'm saying is, I think if I'm wrong, tell me what you think. But I think they're trying to get Punk to be the heel in this. I really think they're trying to push Punk to the heel side of things.
Does that keep the title on him?
I hope not. And how you and me and Jacob have argued this, but I think Roman draws more bucks. I think Roman is money. And I'm sorry, I like Punk. I like his promos. I don't like his in-ring work right now. I think he's slowed down quite a bit. I just think Roman's if you want to start making money, you want to start filling those fucking audiences. One, you got to lower them fucking ticket prices. But two, you got to fucking get a guy that's a big deal. And I'm sorry, Punk does not feel like the big deal. The summer of Punk has ended. I'm sorry. It's not here anymore.
Does he turn heel to win against Roman? Does he do something? Because I see him keeping the title just because Roman's not around. And Roman chasing the title, I think is a better story than Roman having the title.
No, okay. So this is where I agree and disagree with you. Because I think Roman can do both. He's shown it for 3 fucking years. He showed that him having that title.
But it wasn't just him, though. Can he do that by himself?
No, no, but he can. That's the thing. Your cousins were around him, and that was great. But Roman elevated everybody. People wanted to believe that Kevin Owens was going to beat him because we're so sick of fucking Roman. Not X-Pac heat, right? It wasn't that, God, will you just go away? Not the Cena heat where it's like, God, we're so sick of you, John. Not the Cody Rhodes heat where it's like, God, what the fuck does Cody have the belt already? It is a legitimate, we want to see him get his ass beat. The best I can describe it is go back to ECW and what Paul Heyman used to say, people paid their money to watch the Dudleys get beat up. They're paying their money for the hope that LA Knight, that Drew McIntyre, that anybody will fucking finally stop the Roman fucking train. But it's not because they are tired of Roman. They're tired of him being champion. Does that make sense?
And that's what I'm saying. So do you keep chasing that title because of him chasing that title? He doesn't need to be there all the time. If he has the title, then we go back to a non-fighting champion.
Okay, but do you remember when Brock had the title and it made other titles more important as well? Man, they were fighting for the Intercontinental title, which I'm sorry, the Intercontinental title has been done a disservice on Dominic. All it's done is elevate Dominic and nothing else. I'm hoping Penta's going to put some.
After what I watched Monday, I said to somebody, I think what they did Monday night to turn Finn Balor more babyface and take away from Dom.
What did I say?
What? I thought they were going to turn Dom.
No, fuck no.
And so by not turning Dom now they're right back to where they were with him.
Wait, hold on. Play this shit. Hold on. I'm watching this on her screen. He's just laying there. They're doing nothing.
Okay, let me see. Because once I see this, I'm going to have a problem.
Yeah, because you're pro referee advocate unless her name is fucking.
No. I see this.
Well, it's going to upset you. From what little bit I saw. Trigger warning. Are you fucking kidding me?
What
Monty said.
Into the side? What, they pushed him into the side? They pushed him aside? Do we have it up?
Ready? Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking, that is ridiculous. No, I'm watching some of the clip here, but damn.
Oh, we can't put it. We can't put it up.
I don't know if I can find it.
Okay, so I will say like this: do they have?
All right, we got it.
Okay, I want to see him go down. That's what I was going to ask. Do we have the clip from when he goes down?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Because, I mean, I'm already forming an opinion right now in my mind. Somebody says lawsuit.
Yeah, but do they give a fuck?
No, hold on. This is what I want to say. Okay, I see him right there.
Can you make it full screen?
Okay, I got it.
It's fine if it's blurry. I just want to see this shit. There's a referee. Damn, that's not he rolled on his ass.
Yep. So he landed right. Okay, so so the Jamoke.
You see him shaking. You see him seizing right there.
This kid right here, for him to continue the match, this wrestler to continue the match, that guy should be gone and he should never wrestle again. These other guys.
Which one? Are you talking about this guy with the shorts or are you talking about the guy with the trunks?
The guy with the bar, the white with the white boots right here close to me. Now, my only question is, I want to see if this kid's. I want to see if he's gaming it. That's the only reason why I want to know if he's gaming it. Okay, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. No, he's not gaming it. No.
That guy in the white boots. So that dude, I don't know who that fuck that is, but this is just first
of all, he shouldn't have touched him. He shouldn't have touched him. You don't know what's going on. You shouldn't have touched him. By him touching him, he could have done more damage. So now why the camera needs to go back? Yeah.
No, there's somebody in the ring trying to help him. Afraid.
When this guy touched him, you don't know what that guy's going on. You rolled him out of the way. The minute you rolled him out of the way, you could have created more damage to him. The three guys that were in the ring, especially this guy leaning on the ropes.
You fucking said it, Monty. That's bullshit.
He should not have touched him because you don't know what this guy's going through. Because you know if he's doing it on purpose or not. You know. And if you know if he's not doing it on purpose or not, you shouldn't be touching him. You should have stopped the match. You shouldn't have continued with the match. Yeah.
So I show him again. That's all they show.
So I put this guy right here, all to blame for touching him. You know it's a spot.
I'm not look.
Spot. If you know it's not a spot, you should not be touching him. You know it wasn't a spot. You can see this guy kibbying. Don't touch him. You wouldn't do it to one of the wrestlers. Why do you now turn around and do it to one of the referees? From the looks of it, yes. That is not right for them to continue that. Ohio Valley Wrestling should be ashamed of themselves for allowing that to happen. Just like the referees is trained to spot when a wrestler is having a medical condition in the ring. On reverse, every wrestler is supposed to know when their counterparts or other people are having the same.
What was the statement Al Snow put out? Because I know Al Snow is involved with Ohio Valley Wrestling. That's fucking ridiculous. You don't fucking I'm not saying everybody's seen somebody who has a seizure, but when his body locked the fuck up like that, you know that there's something wrong.
Oh, yeah. I just gotta do one thing.
I gotta do something fucking shitty. Don't you do something fucking shitty.
Okay. Okay. But no,
don't ever fucking put that hat. Oh no. I will gladly watch you wear that hat only because of fucking Chimmel. Only because of fucking Chimmel.
Yeah,
you and Monty with the fucking Yankees. Y'all can all kiss. Yeah. Y'all can kiss my ass.
But they still haven't won in 16 years. So
they're still better than Boston.
No, Red Sox have won in the past 5. In the past 8. Yankees haven't won in 16. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Red Sox have won. The Red Sox women have won 2 since the Yankees won their last one.
Wait, how did that Super Bowl go?
Oh, yeah. Hey, don't get him started on that because the Jets haven't been to the Super Bowl.
You say what you want. How'd that Super Bowl go, Gerard? The Patriots supposed to go and just destroy.
When was the last time the Cowboys were in there? Oh, wait, we don't go there.
Yeah, but see, we suck because we suck. Y'all suck because y'all got rid of one fucking guy. One guy was carrying your whole fucking squad.
Hey, but as far as that referee goes, Ohio Valley Wrestling, Al Snow and all of them, Al Snow needs to come out and say, my wrestler screwed up this one. Plain
your wrestler.
Al Snow already made a statement. You know,
what did he say?
He posted on his Twitter.
Trips is gonna just read the whole thing. Just come on and read. Fuck.
Yeah, he posted a statement through the OVW Twitter account that referee training needs to be done here. Was part of that. Was that somehow
he's blaming the
referee training? Partially. Yeah, I mean, there's a little. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I need the full statement.
Official statement. Hello, everyone. This is Al Snow. I want to speak directly to our fans and the wrestling community regarding the incident involving referee Dallas Edwards at last week's event. Professional wrestling has always carried an inherent risk of injury for everyone who steps into the ring. On March 12th, during a live OVW television event, Dallas was involved in a planned moment of physical contact with a wrestler that resulted in him suffering a head injury. Traditionally, when an in-ring injury occurs, the referee is the central point of communication, assessment, and decision-making. In this unprecedented situation, the person who would normally make that assessment was the one who was in need of assistance. That unforeseen breakdown in communication contributed to a delay in stopping the match and concluding the show. We are relieved to hear that Dallas is recovering and receiving the medical care he needs. Our thoughts are with him, and we're hoping for his continued improvement. At OVW, the health and safety of our performers and officials has always been our top priority. We are proud of the standards we've maintained over the years, but we also recognize that there is always room to strengthen and improve. With that in mind, we are reviewing our existing procedures and updating several of our in ring and ringside protocols to ensure we continue to meet the highest expectations for performer safety. These updates include enhanced communication systems, additional referee training, and expanded ringside response measures to help ensure that a situation like this is identified and addressed as quickly as possible. We appreciate the concern and passion from our fans, and we understand the importance of transparency during moments like this. We will continue to share updates when appropriate, and we ask everyone to keep Dallas in your thoughts as he continues his recovery.
That is a bunch of horse shit. He put no blame on the boys.
So he needs better training. They need better training. That's just what it is.
No.
You just
You
dust yourself off, and
he put the blame on the referee when he said the person in the ring who's usually the coordinator was the one who needed the help. That means his boys are not properly trained if something happens in the ring to stop the match. That's horseshit, Al Snow. The match should have been stopped.
Well, hey,
immediately.
look, he was.
That means your boys are not.
He was seasoned up,
That means the wrestlers are not properly trained.
Yeah, he was
to recognize somebody hurt in the ring. You're relying on the referee to recognize the hurt. That's bullshit. Everybody in the ring is supposed to recognize it. Everybody.
Well, and it's just like anyone who has eyes knows what a seizure looks like. Like, just you saw instantly, like when he got knocked loopy, his hands instantly like numbed up. He it was clear as day what happened, and it took they literally kicked him out of the way, like, because I don't know what they thought he was doing, like that they thought he was doing the worm or something, because I don't know what kind of explanation, like I don't get it. And to put the blame on the referee to say like, oh, well, he was, he couldn't communicate with us. Like, how are we supposed to know? It's like, yeah, he's literally seizing up.
When you're in a match, whether you have 2, 3, 4, 5 people in that ring, everybody involved in every match is supposed to recognize when something's going wrong. If it's a spot that's being done and it's not a planned spot, that means something's going wrong. And for him to sit there.
Well, and regardless, like, again, like, yeah, it's ridiculous. And like, regardless, like, this is that this was a planned spot or not, it's just, like, I don't know.
What the spot was obviously looked like it was planned. The reaction to it, they should have known better. Like, hey, if we mess this up, you know right off the bat. The first thing you do is, like, when wrestlers take a massive bump, what do you see the referee usually go over and do? Are you okay? And then they go on with the match. They go over and check.
Yeah.
Nobody went and checked on the ref and asked them, are you okay? Nobody. They went on with the freaking match. This is the wrestling problem.
And again, like, Jim Cornette came out and like he was instantaneous on this, because like he automatically uploaded a video reacting to it. And he said the same thing I kind of thought when I watched the video. Like, no one even in the crowd even reacted to it. Like, I like, if I was in the crowd and I saw that shit, I don't know how I would feel. Because again, even watching the video was fucking, sad enough. But
listen, we just watched the video on it. Yes, I understand. We have the video in the live audience, stuff like that. You're not knowing what's going on. But the people in the ring who are supposed to be the trained professionals are supposed to realize it right off the bat. And he giving this bullshit excuse saying, oh, the referee's usually the one that is the sign of this. That's bullshit excuse.
Well, the only referee I know that can't do a job for shit is Gerard Millette. I mean, Jessica Carr does an amazing job, and Aubrey Edwards. I mean, they break their backs to go out there. I mean, Jessica Carr is literally in the gym every day. I messaged her hoping I can get an interview. I don't think I'll get it, but I tried. Jessica Carr, if you see this, I'm trying to get a hold of you so we can just sit down and talk about how great you are as a referee. Don't worry. Gerard won't be here with me and Jacob Jacob's tongue is going to be like this the whole time. But we're going to be here. We'd love to sit down and talk with you.
I will ask legitimate questions.
But you
My
know
work.
when something bad happens, you can tell. When somebody doesn't move a muscle, he like if he had rolled to the side, right away.
Okay, but okay, let's
His
talk
hands
about that
instantly numbed up when he got hit. Like when he got hit, it was clear as
let's
day.
talk about that. Okay, we had an incident not too long ago where the guy jumped a rail, took matters into his own hands, and fucking concussed, knocked the teeth out of a guy, a pro wrestler, and everybody just sat there watching it.
Yeah.
This isn't like this is brand new. Let's not act like this is fucking breaking news. This shit happens, and you know
we're talking about again. I hate to say this, but we're also talking about OVW here. We're not talking about like
Doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying. Like,
if 30 people were at a high school gym and this same thing was going on, you're talking about somebody's life.
Yeah.
That's
Again, I'm just saying. I don't think JCW would do this. I'm just throwing that out there. But
really, they'll do Viagra on a pole and zombies.
Yeah, no, they got zombies. They got what else? The Stoners. It's a great show.
He didn't. It
Yeah,
didn't look like he even can. Like I said, when
He didn't even look at him.
When wrestlers
Yeah.
take bumps that the referee think could have happened, they go over right away. These
Yeah,
people
he
didn't
hit
even look-
him in the head and didn't give him a
acknowledge
second
the
look.
referee.
It was literally like he hit him in the head, and then you saw instantly like what happened. He like his body stiffed up, and then
Well, okay, so Woo, that
kicked
not
him out of the way.
necessarily. Woo, not necessarily, because I'll tell you right now, there have been times when people take bumps like that. That didn't look like a super hard bump. He may have landed the wrong way, and that's why, like, me and Gerard talk about it. Like, I have fought in a ring. I've legitimately fought. Like, I'm not talking about wrestling. I've legitimately fought, sanctioned, whatever it may be. But I took a bump, and that shit hurt so much. I said, I don't want to be a fucking wrestler. I love wrestling. I do a podcast with people who are also in love with wrestling, but I will never commit my life to taking bumps on a fucking wrestling ring because this shit fucking hurts. There are so many intricacies to being a professional wrestler. There is a art form in professional wrestling.
Listen, and even the best at the art form get hurt.
Yeah.
Even like so, you can be the best at your craft. Accidents and injuries happen. Ask Kurt Angle. The shit happens. You know, stuff like some guys like that who went out of their way to make sure nobody else got hurt. Mark Calloway, to try to make sure nobody else got hurt. Kurt Hennig.
Our favorite motherfucker we talk about all the time, whose career was cut short way too soon, Bret Hart. Because a jerk off kicked him in the fucking head.
Shit
What?
happened.
Who did that? What? One of the best of all time, Goldberg.
But I'm just saying,
What happened with his retirement?
Well, and I think
even the best who are truly trained.
Turn comments off so you can't respond to him
So
on Twitter.
get in here. Say it. No. Get in here.
Even the best who are truly trained in the art of it can suffer injuries. What you try to do, and you know what the sad part is? The guys who are out there reckless probably are the ones who never get hurt. That's the sad part about it.
How dare you talk about Bob Holly that way?
So Al Snow's Twitter, where he posted that comment, he turned comments off so you can't respond to his statement. Because even he knows that's trash.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He went on to blame the referee.
Well, like I don't know what he could have said other than, "Hey, I fucked up." Then that would have been better because, like, literally, like, there's no good way Al Snow could come out of this.
Well, he could have done the old 1999 2000s commercial. Bodies have been broken. Accidents happen. Please don't try this at home. I don't know. Fucking something better than the shit he put up there.
Do something. I mean, yeah. It's just an unfortunate situation.
You know what he could have said? Unfortunately, the people in the ring did not immediately recognize that the referee was injured. And we apologize for this. I need to do a better job of training the wrestlers themselves because it's usually the referee who responds.
See, there's something to be said, and I think Leland made a point. We are so fucking, as fans, brought up to say that this is not a big deal anymore. This used to be the universal sign of
That's true.
That means no bullshit. Get somebody down here.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
I mean, especially
anymore.
like
They didn't
Because-
even.
yeah,
use
when they
it.
were doing that.
But what I'm saying is this:
Yeah.
even so far as to say that this is when I go back to you and I've talked about it. Kayfabe. Kayfabe was a thing, but now that everybody knows, oh my God, this means something. They use it in fucking storylines all the time. A perfect example.
Here we go. There's the
that's
problem. There we
fucking
go.
problem.
Yep.
Maybe Al Snow was right all along. You know what? Because he didn't have the wherewithal to do this. Maybe that's why maybe that's why this happened. You know,
Maybe he just needs a
Al Snow
little.
was right.
Maybe Al needs to go back to getting a little more head. Okay.
You know, maybe because the ref couldn't do this, right away. I mean, maybe that's.
Well,
maybe
and I'm
that
not
was-
trying to be a dick, but he was trying. He couldn't fucking move his fucking arms.
I mean, he
For
made
fuck's sake.
that. He made that position at one
No,
point.
for fuck.
But,
No, but seriously, you see the guy, and I don't care how blurry the fucking
what
footage is. He can't
it's clear
fucking
as
move.
day.
He is
Yeah,
locked
it's clear as
up.
day. Like
He looked
again,
like
I don't.
He was having a seizure, and you can tell that he's contorting. Like he cannot.
Yeah.
Those are not natural movements. You stupid fuck.
Well,
but you're gonna sit there. Hold on.
we
Not
were-
only are you gonna move him out of the way, you're gonna kick him, and then you're gonna go sit your happy ass. That pissed me off. Then you're gonna go sit your
Yeah.
funky ass in the fucking corner, like, oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
That was
funny. Look at what Lee says, right? The last time I saw a match actually get stopped because of that, I think it was Javon Evans, where he did something with his
Did he just say Javon?
Javon. He did something. It was during a match. They come back from commercial break. He's sitting outside the ring, and they call the match. But you didn't know what the hell happened.
Well, Sin Cara broke his finger that one time.
he called for the ref, and then Alberto just started to beat the shit out of him. I always love Alberto just for that. Sorry, not about Alberto again, but
to have any story angle where you put people and you actually have the fans thinking it's real, to where you're calling for the X and stuff like that, that's sinister. For the simple fact, if something really happened, the old, is there a doctor in the house? What are you going to do when you really need? Is there a doctor?
Would you argue that WWE has caused indie promotions to put people in danger? Because WWE has these little earpieces, right? And they can go, yeah, he's really fucking hurt, bro. He's really fucking hurt. And they can get somebody out there. I'm sorry, but I don't think OVW is working with some earpieces.
that was the budget they have now. I saw that Netflix show.
WWE is the only one who has the earpieces in, though. The three major ones have the earpieces in. By putting them in, they took away the old-fashioned ability of just saying, but like I was saying, but the boys need to be trained also to where, wait a minute, this fucker ain't moving. Yeah. We can't continue with the match. Like I said, when the referee goes down and checks after a spot from the wrestler, you see him get down, you okay? Okay, boom, bump, that's it. The wrestlers themselves, after a spot on the referee, need to recognize, hey, are you okay?
Wait a minute. So hold on. You're telling me that Al Snow is saying it's a referee's fault because he couldn't say I'm hurt?
Right.
What the fuck? Pretty much
that's what he said.
He said, we need to train, the referees need to be trained better. And let me just put this out there. And let me go back to Leland's comment, about, how we're all trained to think everything's a work. Now, listen, anyone knows what a fucking seizure looks like. I'm saying if I was there live, if I saw a referee in the middle of the ring start contorting like that, I would be like, hey, my motherfucker, he's probably having a fucking, I don't know, unless they do, because I know it's OVW. I know they do religious angles down there. Unless he was contorting because he was possessed by the fucking devil or some shit. You know what I mean? How could you not see that? Well, I'm just saying, how could you not see anyone? No one in the audience reacted either. It was hey, I'd be like, hey, that motherfucker, he's dying.
My thing is on Al Snow's part, he gave the wrong response to this by saying the referees need to be better. We need to have better training for What do you mean better training? Your referee got knocked the fuck out. What more training does he need? Does he have to be wearing Does he have to have the white flag in his pocket so he can pull it out and say, "Hey, I'm hurt"? Does he need to wear the white flag?
I mean, a lot of people were saying it on Twitter, and I hate to be this guy, but this is also Al Snow, the same guy who said someone was going to die in an AEW ring. And, you know what I mean? This is the same. I mean, again, not to wait, because again, I'm the last person to defend AEW on anything, but it's dude, Like,
well, there's numerous people.
Besides all the movements that Aubrey Edwards does in the ring, no one's having seizures in the middle of the ring.
No, but
hey, hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck
just
on. You
saying,
love
hey,
Aubrey.
listen, I'm a fan of Aubrey Edwards now, but I'm just saying she moves around a lot. Just saying. Love you, Aubrey.
Hey, there's many people who say, hey, but wait a minute. There's many people who say that about AEW, that somebody's going to die in the ring. That guy's being one of them. I'm being one of them.
Hold on. I will say this, though. I think we've, you know what? We were talking about this on the drive out today. We never claim to be journalists on this program. We never claim to fucking tell you and report the news. We are objective commentators. That's what we are. We are commentators on wrestling as a whole. And I'm going to commentate something because we've predicted a lot of good shit on here. We predicted the rise of fucking not Bird Girl, Maxine Dupree.
Maxine. We predicted Maxine getting the title.
We predicted Natty going to have that changeover. I predicted Natty having that fucking switch over to fucking Natalia or whatever the fuck she's calling herself now, the crazy ass.
Look what happened to that, though.
I fucking don't know.
Yeah, no, that's my mom.
I have been predicting that due to these ticket prices, that AEW was going to start having a boost. And I'm not trying to change the subject, but we have a fucking 2-hour limit to the fucking show we do here. But I predicted that AEW was going to see a boost in fucking ticket purchases. As of yesterday, from my understanding, Revolution just sold out. Was it $1 million gate? I don't know what the gate was, but they have already sold out all tickets for Revolution.
Where's it going to happen?
Now,
I think it's a crypto arena. $1 million gate, crypto arena.
Now, I will say this, like when I went to one of the reasons why I went to AEW and why I do go to AEW shows is because of the pricing of the tickets and because of just the experience of the crowd. Again, it's not as musty as people would think, because people think like, oh, AEW fans smell weird. I've only had one bad experience ever, in a moment where I was going to go buy a t-shirt and fucking I stand next to this dude who should not have been allowed in the arena. I'm just saying. But and it's it's a fun time, and I should have gone to the SmackDown that was yesterday, but again, ticket prices are fucking expensive.
Why? Because you're going to have to give blood and you're left fucking nut for a ticket?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool to see Danhausen.
You remember the movie Ready to Rumble?
Oh yeah.
The cheap ass seats they had up there next to a fucking pipe.
Oh yeah, well, they're like the beams in front of them, and then they get down. Yeah,
$400 ticket. That's a $400 ticket now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Ready to Rumble's great. Anyone who slanders that movie is there's something wrong with you. It's fucking
hokey as shit. That is a hokey ass fucking movie.
It's one of the best. It's the best wrestling movie that's ever been made.
Well,
Iron Claw be damned.
What you got?
So quick
from one of the guys who was in the ring wrestling.
Yeah, shoot. Let's do the statement from one of the guys in the ring.
All right. So Tony Frank. Okay.
Who?
Tony Evans Frank. I want to start by expressing my support and love for Dallas Edwards and wishing him the best in his recovery. I have spoken with him and he's doing well, and he knows we're all thinking of him. During Thursday's match, there was a planned spot that resulted in an unexpected injury to Dallas. The match was 35 plus minutes with 12 men, 2 run-ins, and 2 referee bumps. Dallas's time came as planned, and everything seemed fine from my point of view. The next sequence had me falling next to Dallas and crawling away with my back turned to him, having my eyes focusing on the other wrestlers in the ring, though I knew where Dallas was. As we set up for the next thing in my periphery, I noticed Dallas was close to the center as he didn't know what we were going to do.
Massive echo.
Okay.
There you go.
The next sequence had me falling next to Dallas and crawling away with my back turned to him, having my eyes focusing on the other wrestlers in the ring, though I knew where Dallas was. As we set up for the next thing in my periphery, I noticed Dallas was still close to center as he didn't know what we were doing next. So I go to move him. Dallas and I have worked together frequently, and he will usually always go dead weight as I try to move him. When I touched him was the first time I'd laid eyes on him specifically to this point for a brief second. And I saw OVW officials running from the back, but assumed it was for the chaos and that had just happened outside of the ring. I go to move him and scooted him with my foot as I usually would. not realizing the severity of what was going on in that moment, as I was under the impression everything was going according to plan. I then did the next spot and turned to find many people in the ring huddled around Dallas and stopped in my tracks, confused, scared, and worried for my friend. Had I known in that split-second moment when I moved him that something was wrong, I would have immediately stopped and tended to him as best I knew how. I wish I had known the severity of the situation. Nothing is more important in pro wrestling than the safety of all involved. Dallas and I have spoken, and we are good. He understands there was no malicious intent, and per Dallas, he doesn't, quote, hold it to any of us personally, and his perspective is one that matters most to me. I am as distraught about the situation as everybody. My heart hurts knowing what my friend has gone through. I look forward to being back with him in the OVW locker room soon and wish him a full and speedy recovery. Love you, Dally.
That almost sounds like a politician statement.
No, I don't think so. And right there, hearing when he, like, hold on, from the difference between that heartfelt fucking comment and what fucking Al Snow
the
said.
video shows something totally different. What he said.
No, it doesn't. He said he moved him with his foot.
No,
he said,
he went into the move still, and he was standing over him. What do you mean he didn't see? He was standing over the guy.
Okay, so listen to what he said. His back was to him, and he was focused on the other wrestler. All right, so I'm sure that whatever that comment was, he's watched that video more than any of us have. We've seen it once.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know the personal situation. We don't know the personal relationship.
Okay, so the thing is, he came out and made a statement. He didn't shy away from it. The fucker made a statement, and I'm gonna, until I'm proven differently, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't in that moment. Okay, put it this way: I'm wrestling in a match, right? And you're my referee. You and I have been friends for a long time. That shit goes down. You're an avid professional. So if your job is to fucking bump and take that spot and look like you're fucked up, you're gonna do it because that's your job. Because you're a professional.
Hear what he said? He's done it before. So that means the guy should have recognized something different. He didn't say it was the first time.
Okay. So if we've done it before, we've done this stuff before, I'm going to trust him. Like, Gerard's okay. I'm never going to assume the worst. I'm sorry. But if I'm wrestling in a match and me and Jacob are wrestling and I see you go down, we've been doing this enough that I'm going to be like, oh, Gerard's okay. The moment I realize something's wrong, I'm going to do exactly what he did. I'm going to stop and go.
Well, wait for at least another 30 seconds, though.
I get it. But do you ever look? Do you ever want to believe that's going to happen to your friend?
I mean, we don't know like the personal relationship. I mean,
we don't.
Like again with these two, but I'm just saying like what Gerard said. I kind of agree. Like the video shows something different. I mean, like I think he would have been better off just not saying anything, to be honest.
Right.
Because, like again,
but
like,
okay. But I'm no.
It doesn't look good.
Hold on. No, we got mad at the other guys who didn't say shit about Psycho Stu.
Do me a favor.
But here's the thing: the one guy who did say something about Psycho Stu was the only person actually fucking defending him.
Can we put it up one more time?
Like,
we put it back up.
This one is just like.
Hold on.
By the way, Trips with that echo, like Trips could be like a great like disembodied voice, like I don't know. That was really cool. I was like, damn. I was like, you got to be in like in a cartoon or something.
The Charlie Brown school teacher.
No, not the Charlie Brown. No, like I don't know, like some type of I don't know, like the HAL computer or some type of shit, or like the villain in Wall-E, where it's just like a computer, just like I will kill you now. Like that'd be cool. So it sounded cool.
Okay, now hold on. I just want to see this.
Oh, and also for people that are gonna shit on us for using this video, because I see people like, "Go stop posting the video." Like again, like it's public, it's out there.
It's not even that. We're trying to analyze this shit to see,
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, he fucking hit hard.
He hit him so hard.
This is the part right here. He goes.
Okay, hold on. He's not. He slams him. He's not looking at him.
He falls next to him, which is what he said happened.
This is the part right here. Okay.
He scoots away from him. So far, everything he said up to this point.
Hold on. Is the guy who said this is the guy in the who's the guy that made the statement?
In the trunks, not the
guy in the white boots.
Not in the kick pads. Not in the kick pads.
Okay. He's looking at him. He was looking at him that whole time.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he's looking right at him.
Looking right at him.
No, he's not. He was looking at. Like you said, he was looking at the other wrestlers.
The guy was
like you can't see right there. See, he's dragging him while he's like, dude, come on. Look, see that's the part that's fucked up with this.
That right there is a bit questionable. That right there can be.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
He's more about this guy than the guy behind him. Oh, I hit my friend. Well, what about the guy behind you that's on the floor?
Yeah. First
and then
of all,
see, look, wait, and then see as he turns around, there's a realization. Oh shit, something really happened.
Yeah, why
that is consistent. Hold on, rewind it. Shut that. Hold on, rewind it. Everything has been consistent with his statement up to this point.
Not when he was lying on this side of the
Watch.
ring.
No, when he pushed it, dude. When he's dragging his fucking corpse away while he's convulsing, he should have felt something. I'm just saying.
Okay, he didn't drag shit. He moved him over. Rewind it. Rewind back to the whole spot. Rewind the spot. Yeah, rewind the whole thing. Okay. I agree with that, Leland. You see that right there?
Dude, he should have knew, right? Well, the guy with the hair is the one who fucked up.
The guy with the hair, not the bald guy. That's the guy who made the statement. Boom. He's not looking at him. He's not looking. No, he didn't. No, you're not going to tell me he checked when he's rolling away.
No, what I'm saying, this guy with the hair was checking.
So he's rolling away.
This guy right here didn't give this guy the time when he couldn't even have time to say.
So right here is where he starts seizing, though. Right here is where he starts seizing.
But he's looking right at him.
So the dude looks at him. Yeah. How can you not see that? Like, even if you're in a peripheral vision, like I would be able to see that shit. But again, like I don't know, adrenaline's flowing. I've never had a match before, so I can't really,
But again, that guy in the red.
See, like even that.
But that's okay. So I could argue that a little bit, but even then,
his hand is up. His hand is up and shaking. Like how can
I understand that? But he wasn't like when he kicked him away. Like he said, he's done multiple times.
No, I think that was the realization right there when he put his hand on his head. He's like, oh,
right
shit.
there. When.
No, I think I think before he turned around, I think he realized
the guy with the hair was trying to do the right thing, but this guy went on with the thing. He should have gave it another second.
No, rewind it one more time. Rewind it again to the back. That guy with the hair, he could have. He doesn't make any attempt to motion. Hey, something's wrong. Watch.
He just hits him. Yeah.
Boom.
Are you okay? He's trying to ask.
No, hold on. So what? He grabs him like he's supposed to. Like they're still going. He still thinks there's a match.
And this counters. Is the part where I'm saying is.
Watch this. He continues. He doesn't stop him. He kicks him and continues.
That's what I'm saying to it, Al. That's what I'm saying.
So right here is like where he starts seizing up, and then this is where he's looking right at him.
The guy with the orange hair should have seen that.
I'm just saying he's looking right. I mean, the guy in the red, number one. I don't know why no one's talking about this dude. Like he's not even looking anywhere near. Like and
what about
again,
there's
the guy that,
look at the guy.
The guy in the corner is looking right at him too.
So wait. The guy with the red has eyes on him. Look right there. He's not even. His head's down. He's not motioning to say, "Hey, something's wrong. Something's wrong."
That's where. See, that's like where he grabs him and he kicks him out of the way.
So
that's
what I would say is. The guy
didn't just brush him with his foot, like what he's just said. He was like,
he
I brushed him with my
foot. He mows him over with his foot. There's a difference between.
I'm just saying,
but see, right there, that's when he realizes, oh shit, something's really wrong.
From the time he got hit to the time they realized it was almost a minute.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he was going on, like, saying, I hope Dally's okay. I hope Dally sues fucking OVW for everything they got at this fucking point.
Because I'm going to tell you this right now. To have a minute of a referee down bump like that on a non-planned bump, he was supposed to take the bump, but he probably wasn't supposed to be there in the middle of that ring for that long because if you look, he pushes them out of the way and they go right back into the spot.
Well, and again, like people will make the argument, like, "Hey, maybe that referee, he's too skitty. Maybe he shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. Maybe he shouldn't have, Well,
when a 120-pound guy lands on a 100-pound guy's head,
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happened to. Yeah, I hope he sues. Yeah, well, Monty and the Pharaohs in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I hope he sues. He should. He fucking should. That's why,
how much is he gonna sue for? That's the problem.
Well, then again, hold on, time out. So Monty, I'll ask you, I'll ask Gerard, and I'll ask Jacob. What does he sue for?
Good question.
No, hold on.
Negligence. one. I think
Hold on. He's in a ring, performing his job. Honest in a planned spot because they said there's supposed to be 2 ref bumps.
Negligence.
Now, hold on. We saw the guy jump off the top, and look, just from watching it, I feel like the guy with the red hair knew he fucked up because he didn't land that right. He landed right at his chest, up above his throat. If I'm wrong, I could be. It sounded like he landed on his fucking head because the way he took that bump, he had whiplash in the back of his fucking head. Yeah, he'll sue for Lee Cole's fucking stupid ass channel.
Man, it's great. You know, no one. It's great. A Lee Cole only ever gets brought up on this channel. You know, it's like no one ever else talks about
I gotta love it.
Yeah, put it up. Put it up.
He will sue for legal.
Hey, that made my day even better. I've been on a high
all time Lee Cole's ever relevant.
Yeah, but see, hold on. Time out. Monty, if he sues for that, his credit score is going to go down. You can't fucking sue for that.
No, his credibility will go down. Never mind his credit score.
His teeth might fall out and end up stuck in the panhandle of Texas. We can't have that.
He'll really have it.
If you're gonna sue OVW, like you're basically suing fucking like Danhausen seasoning and like all the weird sponsors that they have at OVW. Not like that. That's how they make their money.
He'll be suing Dude Wipes and shit. So
no, Dude Wipes is with WWE. No, I'm saying he's gonna be suing Danhausen seasoning and fucking I don't know what else.
High Top Cola.
Yeah, the Poke Salad Festival that goes on.
I think we can all agree on one thing: that referee has a better career than Lee Cole ever did.
Yeah, man. That dude paid some dues right there. I mean, I'm just saying.
He just paid some dues.
Yeah, like at least he fucking paid some dues.
Wait a minute, hold on. He might have got more hits. I think he got more hits than Lee Cole ever did.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You didn't have to buy him. So,
yeah, without having to buy him.
Yeah, exactly.
To Dan's point as to what can he sue for, and I said negligence. You have Al Snow's statement where he comes out and says, we need to do better protocols. We need additional training. So they've just admitted culpability that their people weren't trained in the ring. So he can absolutely sue for fucking negligence.
No, you're right there. That's what I was asking. Look, let's go back to some shit we talked about before, right? We've talked about VKM. Me and Gerard have argued about Vince over the fucking all the years we've known each other now. If someone's gonna get sued, right? Because people throw that word out a lot, right? Then let's make sure that we're being honest about what the possibilities are. Look at the fucking Janelle shit. I think she's a fucking money hungry fucking piece of shit, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think that if she was really trying to push something, she should have gone to fucking criminal court. But no, she went the civil route because it's all about the fucking money for her crazy ass. I brought my laptop. Fucking nut job. With this situation, if he's going to sue, you said it perfectly. Al Snow put a statement out. If anybody shot themselves in the fucking foot, it was Al Snow. Yep. I think the wrestler, if you look at the fucking footage, everything's matching up as he says it. He said, and if we go back, and I'm probably sure we can find video of him kicking him out of the way, like kicking the referee out of the way, like he's done a million times before. And when you see the realization that his friend is fucking hurt, he stops. I can say I'm wrong because remember, we just saw the video before his statement. I'm like, man, fuck that guy. He just kicked the shit out of him. But he said it in his statement. I kicked him out of the way like I've done a million times before. I was following the same thing I've done all the time. That's what happened. You see the genuine concern. Again, I'm more upset with the guy. Hold on. I'm more upset with the guy with the red hair who is looking him in his eyes over him, then gets put in a move where he's being held, doesn't stop, doesn't say, hey, hold on. Instead, he continues the match, kicks homeboy with the white boots in the head.
I think we can all agree one thing. The wrestlers in this situation needed better training. So I'm thinking everybody involved should have been, like I said,
in my opinion, ever since Danny Davis and fucking Jim Cornette were ousted from OVW and old Johnny fucking Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace took over, that fucking developmental or that fucking brand has been shit.
That's why they took the developmental down to Florida.
Well, yeah, and it was a TNA developmental for a little bit. That's how we got people like Zima Ion and Jesse Otters for a little bit. On TNA. No, those are names. But OVW, it's like, again, like it's one of those, like, I'm surprised it was still around, like when that Netflix show came out, and now that this is the reason, like, again, the Netflix show came and went. There was buzz for a little bit. I mean, Hollywood Haley J came out of that, so happy for her. But like it's just like OVW. Yeah, OVW is just like, I don't know, man. And the fact that this is what's getting them back.
And again, I'm going to sit here and I'll praise Jim Cornette. I don't always agree with him, but Jim Cornette had it right. There was a place where they were fucking pumping out stars, and I don't think this level of fucking shit would have ever happened under his watch.
No. Well, then again, Jim Cornette would have known immediately that the motherfucker was having a seizure, probably. And
Jim Cornette would have had a seizure when he was coming out there getting pissed off. What are you doing in my ring?
Exactly. Like, and the fact that, like, this is just a fucked up situation. Again, I hope the referee is okay. The last I heard is like he suffered a brain injury from this. I mean, clear as day. So that sucks. But I hope he gets fucking something out of this, because, man. And again, like the whole notion that, like, okay, we've done this a million times, and it's like, and the crowd still didn't react. It's like, maybe you shouldn't be doing that fucking spot. I'm just saying, because again, like the crowd did not care. Everyone, there was like 70 people in that building, and everyone was sitting on their hands. Just saying, but it's unfortunate, man, and I just hope the referee.
Well, to be fair, if you're going to Ohio, it's a bunch of Ohio sweat hogs who don't know what a real man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're suing, if this guy's going to sue OVW, he's literally just going to be suing Dano Seasoning and the Polk Salad Festival, whatever the fuck that in Kentucky, whatever it's called. I know it's called it's Polk something, but it's like a fucking weed.
Hold on, we have an update on his condition.
Yeah.
So let me make sure I'm not muted. Okay. So Edwards posted an update on Friday saying that he was in good spirits, and that evaluations at the hospital show that he had a concussion as well as a subdural hematoma brain bleed. The ref also encouraged his fellow workers to get training in assisting another life instead of sending donations. He's set to be released from the hospital.
Yeah, it's training.
CT.
Now, my question is, off the simple move that we saw, the concussion, yes. The brain bleeding, could that have been a pre-existing condition? Because the simple move that I saw.
So hold on. From what I'm seeing, I don't think that was the case. I could be wrong. Not a doctor, not a physician. Don't claim to be one. But if you look at the bump, I think the initial. Why are you such a dick?
What? I'm just. Okay, I should be making fun of anyone's hairstyle. Sorry. I'm sorry.
So, hey guys, I know everyone seems to know about the scary incident last night at OVW. I've been evaluated by a hospital. I have a concussion as well as a subdural hematoma brain bleed. With that being said, I have made the decision to take some time needed away to get my life and health back in good spirits. I appreciate all the support everyone has been offering, but as far as money goes, I'm grateful to be in a position that I can manage an accident like this. In lieu of donations, I instead implore all of my fellow workers to get some training in assisting in others' life. Being in the position before, it's very important to be educated in all scenarios relating to injury, illness, or condition in the ring, especially when we're performing. I'm not mad at anyone or anything other than the situation as a whole, and I've been sitting for about 24 hours straight in a hospital. LOL. As far as updates go, I'm getting a CT scan in the morning, and if that goes well, I'll be home. Thank you to everyone who has reached out or stopped by. It means more than you know. Love, Dally.
Exactly, Money. So when we were looking at that video, I think, again, not a doctor, I think the initial spot where he hit his head, that's where the concussion took place. Yep. And he had look, and Gerard, you've taken plenty of bumps. There was no way to protect himself because that guy landed right on his sternum. There was no fucking, he landed right on top of his ass.
Then he rolled. His whole body as a whole, he just basically landed from head down.
And I believe, I could be wrong, he rolled over and he hit him in the head, which could have caused that bleed. I'm not sure, whatever, but there was that fucking hit was hard. And that wasn't a big blue ring, for fuck's sake.
No, I mean, yeah. Well, Put it this way, there is no more big blue ring anymore, you know. There's no more big blue. So it could have had a center spring because where he hit, he damn near hit center. And I don't know, I mean, some of those rings right there, some of those rings out there, like I said, your living room floor might be more comfortable than some of those rings. Okay?
Yeah.
My only question is Ohio Valley Wrestling a WWID school, or does anybody know this? If
Nope.
they're part of the WWID
no, it's not. It's not really affiliate. It was like a TNA, like for a little bit they had a TNA association, and then it's like on and off. But yeah, no, as far as I know, they're not really affiliated with anyone. But like, good point. Like WWID, like there was a situation I think like a month and a half ago. Jackson Drake, their Evolve champion, like had a situation where he did like a flip and he landed on someone's head, and then they instantly stopped the match and cut the feed, and like, you know, and that was from a WWID school. And it's like, you know, like, I mean, also, I just don't think we should be doing moves where you're instantly falling on someone's fucking head. But again,
and again, like Monty and like Leland said, there's no fucking purpose for the spot. You can do a ref bump a lot easier than fucking, again, perfect example. Say what you want. Becky Lynch with Jessica Carr, perfect fucking example of, hey, that was a spot. She got taken out. Bam, boom, bam, boom, and no one got hurt.
Well, and like I was saying, like again, like the guy who made the statement saying that
except that Gerard, Jessica Carr is a better referee than you.
What I was going to say is this.
Like, they've done this spot multiple times apparently, and again, I don't know if this referee is a mainstay on OVW TV programming. I don't know that, but like if it's like I just said, like Jacob, if they're doing it, and
we're not acknowledging the fact. We're not acknowledging the fact that Gerard's upset over here because he knows that if he took a ref bump like that, he'd be the first guy to go, oh, I need a backboard, I need a stretcher. They'd have to wheel him out, and he'd have to go to the crowd and go.
Yeah, but at least like here's the thing, Gerard would make like
I took a harder one than that from Matt Bloom, otherwise known as
Tensai Albert.
Okay,
yeah, Sweet Tea. Remember Sweet Tea?
Well, pros. You know what? Depending on where they're at and how they want to go, you're absolutely right. They won't make the pros. Because when you come out and make that kind of statement, anywhere you can go from that point on, not only your career is shot because you got injured, now your career is even more shot because of the statement you just made, basically saying, yeah, I don't want money and not like that. Guess what? You better not put that lawsuit in, because you don't think some defense attorney is not going to look at the statement you just made and said, I thought you didn't want money.
Well, no, not if he's already pursuing it.
It just happened yesterday, didn't it? No, Thursday.
I understand that, but if you already have it documented that you've reached out to an attorney.
I forgot the ambulance. The attorney. There was an attorney in the arena that was chasing the ambulance down the street, probably.
Well, maybe it was Janelle's.
My cousin Vinny. It was, it was one of those ambulance chases. They were chasing.
I'm just hoping.
Or maybe he can say, "Oh my God, I had a traumatic brain injury. I don't know what I said. Give me some money."
My neck, my back, my neck and my back.
I want 150.
But we can settle out of court right now.
For 40 ounces in a bag.
How about a 40 ounce and a bunch of stamps?
A 40 ounce and a pack of cools. But no, it's tragic when that kind of stuff happens, because all it does, the sad part is about this. You guys will understand this. The wrong media types are going to get a hold of stories like this.
You know what's really tragic? Because I know we have a lot of stuff to get to, but what's really tragic is the lack of love that you have for the female member of American Made.
If you let me finish.
Okay.
The sad part about what happened the other night is this. If the Main Street media gets a hold of it, okay, they're not going to blame Ohio Valley Wrestling. Where are they going to stop? They're going to start at the top and work their way down and put all the blame on the big guy when this had nothing to do with them. Because whenever something happens in professional wrestling, everything to do with the WWE then works its way down. Hey, if the mainstream media gets a hold of this, Take it for what it is. It was a glorified independent wrestling show where the guy got injured. That's it.
Well, yeah, and I don't know, man. I mean, like, again, TMZ is probably going to get a hold of this. I'm surprised they haven't yet. And I'm just waiting until it goes on Fox News and we can have, Tyrus talk about it. That'd be a great,
At least this guy didn't come out and start doing the, I never driven this car. I don't drive this car all the time. Well, he does. Hey, he might have been saying that. Like I say, he might have been saying that.
I mean, well, it sucks that, like, this is. No, go ahead, sir.
If this is the best, this might be the best that comes out of Ohio Valley Wrestling, though. So
yeah. So, and I hate to move on,
real,
but there's something. There is something I want to talk about. It's fucking.
This will be the best thing to come out of OVW since Deuce and Domino. I'll say that.
There's something very tragic that happened to this program last week. We were cursed. And I believe
I'm gonna ask you to never do that again, please. So I think I just cringed so hard. I don't know, man.
I didn't do that. She did. So eat a dick. I had nothing to do with that.
No. The sound effect was fine. The whole you doing that. Never again.
Shut the fuck up, Jake. I think the reason we were cursed is because one of this group, it wasn't me, it wasn't producer Trips, it wasn't Jacoby, but one of this group spent 2 fucking weeks talking shit about Danhausen and how
I didn't do that.
He was sitting there just running his fucking mouth about Danhausen. And what did we tell him, Jacoby? Danhausen is the shit. Danhausen's hilarious. And then all of a sudden, here comes fucking Gerard. He's the funniest guy in the world. I can't wait to see his next fucking segment. Oh my God. So how do you feel about the biggest moneymaker in WWE right now, Gerard?
His comedy sketches are pretty good. I got to see him wrestle though.
It fell in the toilet.
Well, I will say this, Gerard. Once you see him wrestle, you're gonna become more of a fan because it'll be funny. You're gonna have a good time because he's a good wrestler. Like,
well, my question: who they put it?
That's what I'm saying. Wait till he gets to AAA, man.
Is he gonna start with the Miz? Because I saw you.
And again,
You've been here a week and you got a shirt. What?
Did you see the segment with him? Are these whose belts are these? He was talking about Cody Rhodes' belts.
Yeah,
I remember what it was. Who did he say? Cindy's belt. Who's Cindy? And he went out. He signed one of Cody Rhodes' pictures. That would be worth $1 million. He stole one of Cody Rhodes' belts. It keeps my cape in place. Perfect. And he kept walking down the hallway like he's a fucking nut.
Like I said,
nice.
If they're letting him come up with what he says, that's great. But once they stop letting him do it and they have another writer, I think it'll be screwed up.
You just want him to get that blimp.
Like I told you, that's a merchandise gold dream if they can make it.
If they can make a motorized blimp for him that you can remote control, they'll sell out.
Oh,
they make the stupidest shit for other people. Why wouldn't they make him a blimp?
Think about it. Every now and then you can still get a mind doll.
Especially, like, I'm just saying, wait till the masks show up. Like, once they get the masks going, it's going to be great.
No, I said, remember the old, you might not, Jacob, you're too young, you're way too young for this. Dan, you might remember the old mind doll. George Steele's mind doll. The little doll. It was a gorilla with a green belly. Mine! And a green tongue.
Mine.
And they couldn't keep them in the buildings. And that's what, and I said the old school blimps in the arenas, that instead of getting the motorized one, like I said, they're just going to turn it into a pillow and sell out the pillow.
Yeah, I mean, or they could sell, like red shoes, like Stardust.
You see the
gloves,
fucking? Did you see his ring boots? Did you see his ring boots? They're fucking hilarious. They look like the old Joker fucking face with a spiral around it, the white and black spiral. Fucking
yeah, that's
no.
great.
All you do is this,
like the old Stardust glove.
All you do is this. You have a segment with him and Triple H, right? Hear me out. Hear me out. We've predicted stuff on this show before. And he goes, I don't know how you did it, but here's your, and he points to him, he gets the picture. It's outside. And they fast track to a segment with him inside of a blimp. How much would that sell?
Cool.
Like people like then you're gonna want to buy the blimp pillow.
Wait till his picture's on the side of a tractor trailer. Wait till his sister's picture's on the side.
I mean, I'm more excited for his Hall of Fame induction this year. Like, I mean, that's
God,
cool. I'm waiting.
I want one of those famous pictures with Triple H pointing finger. Best line,
like everything.
Best line in the beginning. Like he had, I think he had Gerard sold when he says, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he goes, I'm Adam Pearce. Glasses disguise with Adam Pearce. Why is it wet? It fell in the toilet.
Yeah, no, it's Danhausen's great. I'm just like
I told you, nicest guy in the world.
They got the right guy to put that segment over. I don't know if anybody puts that segment over as Adam Pearce did. And then when the Judgment Day comes walking by, he goes, let me introduce you to these guys. I need a drink.
Yeah, Adam Pearce is great. I mean, of the two,
Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio. I think that J.D. McDonough was the best actor in that. He goes, I already hate this guy. And at the end, when he left, he goes, he's like a Batman.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Pearce is the best of the two general managers.
Also, he cursed The Miz.
That's what I'm saying.
Which I think led to the fact that we're going to get The Miz more than likely against Jelly Roll at WrestleMania.
We'll know this. We'll know this Friday, right? Next Friday, I should say.
Well, I mean, that's
why I'm kind of bummed I wasn't there last night because I didn't know.
Wasn't Jelly Roll?
You wanted to see Jelly Roll?
No, but I'm just saying because it would have been funny to see Jelly Roll. I'm pissed because Danhausen was there live. Like he came out and fucking in front of the audience. That would have been great.
He made sure the shirt. He has his own shirt boy now.
Shirt boy.
It's amazing.
Shirt boy.
And WWE has officially done 4 trademarks in relation to Danhausen. They've trademarked Kidhausen, something like female housing. They've trademarked 4 different things in relation to
his wife was one of those dancers, right?
I was gonna say you got a picture of her right behind you. It looks like the picture. It looks like her picture right behind you.
Where?
Right behind you.
Oh yeah,
that's Vegeta.
Who?
Never mind.
If I take it 10 minutes to explain it to me, and I still won't understand it.
That's sad.
It was talent. Y'all are completely ignoring that I showed you before.
Sorry, Jacob.
Yeah, so Kit Wilson and Jelly Roll.
Yeah, so hold on. Trips has got a video she wants to show y'all. She thinks this guy, which he's not new, and me and Jacoby know about him. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Where is this guy? Where has he been? They had him on AEW one time, and then he never showed back up. Fuck the Costco guys, bring this guy back. The fuck?
Exactly.
Isn't his name Luigi Pepperoni or some shit like that?
What kills me is the fact that look at the size of the guy who takes the bump from a pizza.
Yeah, that's what's beautiful about it. It's
the dough of doom. It's the dough of doom.
Yeah. Pizza goes hard.
You couldn't take that. He's the pizza punisher.
Oh, God damn it.
Somebody showed me that at work this week, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, no, fuck.
Oh, hold on. You have a problem with that, but you can't. But you're okay with fucking Joey Ryan grabbing motherfuckers with his dick.
Who?
Oh, I fucking hate Joey Ryan. Fuck Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan sucks balls, literally and figuratively. Fuck that guy.
See, to me, that's a waste of food.
But no,
wait. Someone's dick is a waste of food.
The pizza dough. That's a waste of food.
Not for some people.
Gerard, it is 2026. You can believe what you want, and if you're happily coming out on this show right now and you think that dick is food, hey, you do what you want to do, my brother. I will love you regardless.
That I'm saying, no, that pizza dough is a waste of food.
You've already said what you've had to say. Okay, you don't need to walk it. No one's going to judge you, Gerard.
Coming from a guy who's had dinner with me, You know how much I waste. I hate to waste food.
I know how much you love to eat meat too.
But
Pizza dough is expensive, though. I will agree. I will agree with Gerard on that. That is a waste. But fuck, what was I gonna say about fucking? Remember when Big Boom AJ, like when he got a cameo request to like do a tribute to someone, he's like, "Oh, that sucks, man. You have a loss. You know, we're gonna give you 5 big booms." Boom. Trips, do you have that video?
He did what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So someone requested Big Boom AJ to do a cameo or like do he was doing a live stream or something, and he's like, hey, my grandpa died of lung cancer, and he really loved you guys, can I get some booms? And he's like, yeah, for your dead grandpa, we'll give you 5 big booms. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just like, man, when I die, I want 5 big booms, at least 5. I want some big booms when I die. Man, that's great. This is for Jacoby. This is for Jacoby. Boom.
This is for Gerard and his love of fucking big meat.
Yep. Oh yeah. Here we go.
We're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms.
Well, guys, slow news day. Except it's actually not really. Sorry, I can never lie to you guys. There's a whole lot I could be talking.
That editing was amazing.
There it is. I got it.
I think that one was better than the original because there was an actual explosion.
It's great because Big Justice does it too, like his son does. He can say like, yeah, boom, boom. Yeah. So when I die, at least
what are we doing with our lives? What the fuck are we doing with our lives right now?
We're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom.
We've been looking for something like this to help us heal from our little brother's passing a couple years ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
let's get these guys a spot at Revolution, right? That's what I'm saying. That's why Revolution sold out right there.
That's on tonight, I believe. Revolution's going to be on tonight.
No, they really on tonight? Holy shit.
Night.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait. Gerard? Are you getting back into AEW?
Yeah, it's like Gerard.
Hold on. Gerard.
I just looked it up because
it's tomorrow night.
$1 million gate. 21,000 people better be in that building at $50 a ticket for the million.
Gerard, are you? Did you?
Hold
on. Did your Grinch ass? Did your Grinchy old fucking decrepit ass fucking heart light turn back on?
No.
Did it grow 2 sizes bigger?
You were kind of quick with the date, Gerard. You were kind of like, "Hey, come on."
But I just looked it up, you momos.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm predicting right now, in a year's time, we will have Gerard Millette owning a replica AEW title, and then having an AEW T-shirt.
It's like WWE this week signed Nikki Blackheart.
Who?
Did you hear that?
I know Shotzi Blackheart. I mean,
the girl named Nikki Blackheart. They signed her.
Remember when Shotzi Blackheart was selling pictures of
She was trained by Gangrel.
Oh, okay. Well, I like her already. That's cool. Yeah, remember
Leland, that would be fucking Joey Ryan. He's been outed for what I had to show apparently because he said the word penis. He was the guy.
He's a creeper because he was a creeper.
What are you saying? I'm an old man and I go to bed early?
Yes, you are an old man.
And I go to bed early.
Well, you're up there in age.
Next, you'll be telling me I get the walking farts too.
All right, I'm looking at the card for Revolution. There are 13 matches on this show.
Nice.
That means it's going to get over at 1:00 in the morning because it's starting at 3:00 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, they've gotten a little bit better about that, though. I will say that, like on the pay-per-views, they are a little bit better for time.
But just remember, if you miss one match, don't worry. The next match is the same thing, but with 2 different people.
You see, he's getting upset because we're pointing out that he's actually starting to like him. Gerard, this has been a big show for you. You've come out as a man who likes his meat, and you've also come out as somebody who's willing to change his mind and give AEW the chance. You just call me slap. Look, I'm not the one talking about nuts and meat. That's you. I'm proud of you. It's 2026, brother. I'm so proud of you.
Speaking of slap nuts, can we talk about? There's a little tweet that went viral because because they were talking about Jeff Jarrett's aborted retirement run that he was going to go on in AEW, where he was there for like 2 weeks. Yeah, so I think it's poor Jeff Jarrett. So
he can't wait to be alone with his baby tonight. I'll tell you that.
I think you need to leave. I mean, hey, Road Dogg is back out on the indie circuit now. I mean, we're getting the New Age Outlaw reunion.
That'll put asses in the seats.
Yeah, WrestleCon I think is coming back, and one of the main draws now.
He'll never be able to keep up with the fucking physical specimen that is Billy Gunn. Bill Ass. Bill Ass.
Bill Ass. Ah, the Ass Boys, yes.
Ass Boys, yes. I love how so we showed Gerard that segment, and he laughed his ass off. Right? He laughed his ass off because Billy Gunn goes, "Hey, I like that shirt better." Oh. We're the Ass Boys. Well, I mean that now that's Gerard, but hey, we love you.
Yeah, Road Dogg leaves and SmackDown gets worse. Yeah, I mean,
Leland will never let that go. Look, I was of the opinion that SmackDown was getting worse under Road Dogg's thing or whatever. Come to find out, he had nothing to do with it.
That's what I saw on Twitter. They said he was the savior.
It's 1 week. He's been gone for one show.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who cares about Road Dogg? That's not, like
no. And I'm telling you, the one that needs to go is Doc Hendricks.
Yeah, well, damn,
he hasn't been there in years.
No, he's still there.
No. Doc Hendricks has not been there in years.
Oh, you're right.
No, he was on a Halloween Havoc.
Freebird Michael Hayes has been
Michael
there.
Piece of Shit Hayes needs to go too.
Jesus, what is your hatred? What is your hate boner for fucking P.S. Hayes?
That's awesome.
Okay, MPS.
I mean, hey, the only time I've ever liked Road Dogg.
That sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. I got MPS.
Yeah. The only time I ever liked Road Dogg was when he was with, when they were the Voodoo Kin Mafia and TNA, when they were, VKM.
They're in the house.
Yeah, like that was amazing. They were just talking shit.
You didn't like him and K Crush getting rowdy. Getting rowdy.
Yeah, no, that was Road Dogg.
Again, if we watch WWE in real, he pretty much admits, I just hitched my wagon and fucking K Quick. I was hoping he was going to be my last good run.
Yep.
K Quick?
That was R-Truth's name before. Mr. fucking Historian, you don't remember that shit?
I know, K Quick. We're really going to bring up K Quick?
I love Ron Killings. They're going to win the tag team titles.
It's like you're my childhood hero.
All R-Truth and Damian Priest are going to win the tag titles. Like, this is where we're at right now. It's like really sad. I will say though, with R-Truth like coming out there wearing the Stone Cold shirt was fucking hilarious. Like I just it popped up he was wearing the Stone Cold with his.
We could see him tomorrow night. I mean Monday night. We could see him Monday night.
No.
Yeah, Stone Cold.
If that glass breaks Monday, because it is 3/16 day Monday.
What's he gonna do? Fucking ram into a fan again at the front row? Like what's he gonna do? Like
Jesus.
All drunk off his ass.
No.
I'm sorry.
He won't do that because he'll come riding in on a.
Here's an example though, like shit like that happens, and look, like it was like Nick Khan fucking appeared out of fucking thin air when that shit happened because he was right there writing that lady a check, like, hey, here you go, sorry.
No, listen, Austin won't be on a 4-wheeler; he'll be on a steer. A nice good old Bronco, nice good sized Texas horse with the cowboy hat on, just riding to the arena.
I don't think Austin's ever ridden a horse in his life. I don't, that he just doesn't seem like the type. He probably butchers horses, Can you kill horses in Texas? No, that's like UK. Sorry. I know but I don't know. I'm going
he lives on a ranch. I'm pretty sure he has a damn horse.
Yeah, probably.
Or he just drives his fucking 4-wheeler like he does everything else.
Isn't it sad that like this is what we're talking about? There's nothing interesting going on Raw really right now.
Okay, so I'm glad you got to that point.
I haven't got to talk about the one thing I wanted to talk about.
We're all going to watch.
Talk about what you want to talk about, Dan.
Hey, we're all going to watch WrestleMania. But is there a need to watch WrestleMania right now?
No.
Kind of, but hold on. I do want to talk about one person in general.
What is Danhausen going to do at WrestleMania?
So I messaged Gerard on Monday because somebody really caught my eye, and she was in the ring. She was looking great. Physically, she looks better than she ever has. And, you know, if we're going to, like last week, we really dogged out fucking Raquel Rodriguez, right? And I wasn't trying to be a dick, but Raquel is not living up to the potential I think she has. In fact, I think what you heard the video, right? You're the one talking about the video, Trips, about the guy who was like, live up to your potential or whatever. Yeah, find that.
That's crazy.
But Raquel Rodriguez. But
I love Raquel.
I know I'm not a fan right now. Ivy Nile, right? I don't know what it was about Monday. And I've always thought she was impressive. But damn, she looked good. Damn.
We already have Royd and Race on one show.
You shut your mouth when I
Just
talk
saying.
about Ivy Nile.
We already have Royd and Race.
You shut your whore mouth when I talk about Ivy Nile and how she went out there. I am sorry. I have been predicting shit like crazy this year. And this is going to be just a hopeful prediction. When she comes back, I say you put Ivy Nile with Zoe Stark. Have them go after those tag belts.
I would name them Zoe and Ivy Drago. Name them the Drago.
What? How, did you not see her? You're going to tell me. Hold on. You're going to tell me that. You're going to tell me that you're going to tell me that fucking Raquel Rodriguez is looking better and working better than fucking Ivy Nile.
Working better, no, but at least Raquel Rodriguez has a character and has a presence. I mean, Ivy Nile is just, you know.
Really? Please show him this, please, because I'm fucking.
Raquel Rodriguez has a character?
Yep, she has a character. She's big, sexy. That's her character.
She can't put her character over.
I'm just being a dick at this point now, but Ivy Nile, she's like I'm saying, we don't need another Jordan Grace on the show. She has improved. I just don't know like what there is other than that, like her, you know, again, like we don't need another Jordan Grace. Just saying. But oh wait, did I didn't see this. Was this at Chamber?
Making a scene, get up. Come on. Stop making a scene, get up. Come on. We're better than this. We're better than this.
How dare you? Have you ever been in the chamber? You know what's inside?
I just know you're better than this.
Did she just say, have you ever been in the chamber?
Yes.
Okay, now that was horrible. I will say that. I can't defend that at all. Have you ever been in the chamber? That was horrible. I would have been like, yes, my ancestors were. I'm Jewish, but no, but like, just kidding. No, but literally, like, yeah, Raquel is not the best. But I'd say of the two, you know, of Ivy Nile and Raquel, I'd go with Raquel. Just, you know, my personal preference. But
I can't even give you fucking Jacoby. I can't even fucking just.
Yeah, that was horrible. But at least it wasn't a situation.
To be fair, if you had been, you wouldn't be here.
but like, here's the thing: like, if you know, if at least like they didn't fucking go off on that fan, like that situation with Roxanne Perez, like where they were just like, oh, you know, you're like where they talk shit to Roxanne and like Liv Morgan was like, oh, you have to apologize, and like all the whole Twitter community like went after that guy. So like, at least that didn't happen. So, you know, good for that dude. But yeah, Chambers aside, I think, you know, Ivy Nile is, you know, I think she's on her way, but yeah, I don't think she wasn't that great. I don't know. I don't know
why it's blowing it up so big when I go to the images, but I'm trying to find like I could see his argument before, right? I can see where she was not living up to the best potential I think she had for her character. Go back to someone like
they should have flipped the title between her and Stephanie. I think they should have pulled the trigger and had Raquel win the title. I think at least like to do. Yeah, I think like at least to do some shock value because that would have helped a little bit.
Have you been smoking today?
No.
Maybe.
Raquel Rodriguez with the championship. That's
It would
That's
get
more
over.
better than the paint on your wall.
Look up Ivy Nile and but look her up without the braids.
Raquel Rodriguez brings nothing to that ring.
She doesn't, and she's not. Look, I'm sorry. She's not in shape. She doesn't.
Her charisma level is worse than that referee's.
The only thing that she's got going for her is a decent looking fucking ring entrance.
Her entrance does rule.
I like, yeah, that'll work right there. That'll work. Ivy Nile has decided to fucking change her look up, and she looks great. She carries herself well. Yeah, she's a muscular female, but when you watch her in the ring and the way she carries her suplexes, she looks great.
Oh yeah, no, she does look better. She does look better without the braids. I'll say that.
Exactly, and she's wrestling without the braids now.
There's nothing wrong with it, except for the fact that she's just another blonde. When she does that, she just turns into another blonde.
So when Dana Brooke, when Dana Brooke was in WWE, when Dana Brooke was in WWE, I loved her NXT run. She was so fucking athletic. She used to do that fucking front flip where she would just flip and land on her feet.
And look at her as Elegance by Ash now.
And Ash by Elegance, the character is fucking amazing. But she's just another blonde, right?
I mean, the character is great. It's just she looks like nothing like she used to. Like it looks like completely like a different person. But you know, not to judge people like on their cosmetic choices, but yeah, some
But Jacob, I'm not trying to be that guy who's talking about bodies and looks clearly I have no room to fucking talk. But the fact of the matter is, we watch these people because they're supposed to be larger than life. And if someone like Nia Jax, who allegedly is on Ozempic and trying to work on her health and her physique, who am I to say that that's wrong?
Oh, I don't think it's wrong at all. Nia's looking great.
If someone like fucking Ivy Nile realizes that, yes, I'm sorry, I'll just say it because nobody else wants to fucking say it. Sex sells, attractiveness sells, and she wants to change her look, then I'm not going to stop her and say that's wrong. Good for her for acknowledging that and not being a fucking crybaby and saying, oh no, they only like me because of my... No, she's excellent in the ring. But she's also made a conscious decision. And you know what?
What I mean by that is this, okay? Maxine Dupree has gotten better, but she's still very green.
Yeah.
Ivy Nile changed her look. She's an attractive woman as it was.
Well, and Ivy Nile's not really. Ivy Nile's not green though. Like Ivy Nile's been like an indie.
No, Ivy Nile can wrestle, but the only problem with Ivy Nile is that she wasn't. I don't think that she was getting over with the fucking majority male fan base. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, and I agree. What was this?
I think Ivy Nile is but I've always liked Ivy Nile. I thought even with her fucking braids, I think Ivy Nile.
She's not horrible. I'm just I don't see the.
What I'm saying is, not everybody is like some of us. I'm all about fucking in-ring fucking credibility. I love someone like a fucking Ivy Nile. I'm not a big fan of Bird Girl. It has nothing to do with
I think she's totally lost her
fucking.
They gave up on Bird Girl. I can tell you.
Well,
that.
when you take off the fucking wristbands and you fucking try to put them back on, you kind of fucked yourself there.
Well, no, her whole fucking when she was in the middle of the ring and these are my
Becky Stompers.
That killed her 6 feet under. Concrete.
Hold on.
I can see her becoming a heel going against Bayley.
That I can see.
She's going to cost Bayley the Intercontinental title Monday night. She's going to cost the title. And
maybe that's what she needs, honestly, because that's kind of what got Becky Lynch over, like when she did that big heel turn. But I don't see Bird Girl getting over like that. But I could see it, like it depends on what they did. But again, they really shoved her down our throats, and look how that backfired. It's just.
You still got a soft spot in your heart for Bird Girl, though.
I do. It's like, again, it's like you see a baby bird dying, you want to help it. That's kind of how I feel. But it's just.
If you make it on top of you, you wouldn't push her off.
Yeah,
that's 100%. Not even where we need to go with the shit. For fuck's sake! No. Just to make it even, right? Just to make it even. There's a wrestler that Jacob holds in the highest regard, loves more than any other fucking wrestler in the game. He is a Canadian, but he plays in India on television. His name is Jinder Mahal, right? Okay. Jinder Mahal wasn't shit in 3-man band with his piss poor physique. Jinder Mahal went off and got himself looking fucking nice with his brand new man tits, and everybody loved him.
Goddamn right.
No,
everybody.
Jinder Mahal was having a great Khali.
No, did you not see the transformation of Jinder Mahal?
He was the great Khali's brother-in-law, and then they brought him in, and
you have to look it up, aren't you? You have to look it up because he don't want to. Gerard doesn't want to listen.
Yeah,
no, he was Khali's brother-in-law. Then he came back. He was the Indian version of frickin' Triple H. What are you talking about?
He was Jack. There it is. Boom.
And it was beautiful. God damn it! Again, Jinder, fucking.
I'm gonna put it like this. After today,
on the show.
If we cannot talk about VKM, no more Jinder Mahal.
Why? Jinder Mahal is an excellent fucking representation of what wrestling is.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal.
What a heel turn.
He's a wonderful ambassador for the sport.
What happened about a heel turn last night?
Oh, Randy Orton. Look at the difference. Look at the fucking difference. And what happened because of that physique? He won the World Heavyweight Championship.
But Randy Orton turned heel last night?
From the man we're going to talk about next. RKO, everybody. Randy Keith Orton turned heel last night, beating. What? Are you not keeping up with the product that you love? Were you watching AEW?
I had to.
Were you watching AEW?
I had to go to bed early because of an interview I had today.
Oh, whatever. He's watching it.
Randall Keith Orton has. I wouldn't even say he turned heel. I would say he became super babyface. Because did you hear the reaction from the fucking crowd when he did that? Like, holy shit! Like, this is only again. Like, if they're
so hold on. Let me catch Gerard up. Basically, they did the contract signing last night, and Randy bludgeoned and beat the piss out of fucking Cody. So much so that Jelly Roll came out and said, "What are you doing, Randy? I gotta make a song about this now."
What are you doing, Randy?
What you doing, Randy? What the dog do, Randy? What the dog do?
We're supposed to be sons of sinners, Randy.
Supposed to do it right, Randy. What are you doing? We teamed together against McIntyre.
You gotta not listen to those
voices, Randy is called the Viper. And somebody else who used to be a snake used to say, "What do you trust?
What the dog do?"
You do not trust a snake. Because at the end of the day,
what did he used to say? You want to play 21?
Trust me.
Correct.
Play 21. I got.
You want to play 21? I got 24. You want to play 24? I got 22. Where's the bathroom?
And that's what I'm saying is, you knew he was a snake when you got in the ring with him.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's about fucking time, dude. I'm fucking tired of fucking babyface. Like, oh my God, Randy's out. Let's sing his song. I hear voices in my bed. It's a bunch of men. They talk to me.
He might go back to his old music, by the way.
They talk to me.
No, they might go back to his old
music. I'm singing to Gerard.
Listen, I don't need you singing sweet nothings to me.
Look, they don't want to leave the shit on my message, but I'm just glad you finally came out. I'm happy for you. I'm married. I'm happily married. Let it go.
Hey, listen, wrong discussion today. I don't know who's listening.
National Women's Day?
No, I don't know. We don't know who's watching anymore, so you got to be careful.
So, again, we got Randy Orton.
Well, you signed a document, sir. We can't have this conversation.
We got Randy Orton turning super babyface. Again, this is going to backfire on them because we learned this because the crowd doesn't want to boo Randy Orton. So
they talk to me.
Yeah, they're all, like they're gonna sing his fucking song terribly.
Have they ever fucking done right by Randy Orton? Do you remember the fucking year he came down to WrestleMania with a semen following down, the sperm following down the ring?
Yeah, it's horrible. And you know, they really need to either if they're gonna have him be a heel, they either need to have him kick Cody Rhodes' baby in the head or something something.
Wade Barrett admitted it a couple weeks ago when he said, if you could build a wrestler from the floor up,
we said that.
Randy
Jinder
Orton.
Mahal.
Okay, no, you get Randy Orton. Okay,
yeah, you get Jinder Mahal. Yeah, we know
Randy Orton.
Wait, hold on. You talk your shit, Gerard, but who did Jinder beat to become the world heavyweight? And I'll say it like Ric Flair, world heavyweight champion. Who did he beat?
It was Gerard.
Hold on, no, Jacoby, hold on. Who did he beat? With the Colossus in the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3, clean pinned.
And that's my favorite JBL call ever on commentary, where he's like, Jinder Mahal is the champion.
Who was it? Oh, no. Who was it? Who was it, Gerard?
Let me guess.
I hear
Randall Keith Horton.
voices in my head. They counsel me. They tell me to lay the fuck down for gender. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
mean, listen, you'll never
Well, was
see
that
a
one of the
Randy
many
Savage
times he went out injured, so he had to? And listen,
3-man. But no, he wasn't injured.
promo he cut where he said, "I've been to 20 WrestleMania or something like that, and I've only main evented 2 of them." What's that going to say?
That he was dumb as a kid and he finally made
Yep.
up for it and now he has to work his way back.
20
But
WrestleMania
okay, but
How
that's
is he
great.
the heel in this situation? That's where
How
I'm
is he
like-
the heel? No one wants Cody to be champion right now.
Yeah, exactly. Again, Cody, it's going to be another situation where they're going to cheer Randy and they're going to boo Cody. And again, it's like, again, we saw the reaction. The crowd fucking said one more time.
Wait,
Like,
listen,
he
they cut
literally
a whole
almost-
segment. They cut a whole segment of Ricky Saints from NXT the other night because it didn't
Oh,
go
shit.
over, because it
It
didn't
sucked.
go over well.
It sucked. Ricky Starks does not suck. His name of his
Ricky-
movie is even
Ricky
amazing. The
Saint
Rochambeau.
It's the Rochambeau.
It's the Rochambeau. You know what I want to see? Powerhouse.
Yeah, no, well, that's apparently the rumor. We're going to see, Royce Keys and Jelly Roll bonding over their traumas to take on The Miz and Kit Wilson. Apparently, that's the
You're
rumor.
toxic.
Wait, hold on. Powerhouse outweighs
The Powerhouse.
those 2 alone.
Yeah. I mean, I think Jelly Roll outweighs all of them, but
Wait. What the fuck are you talking about Post Malone for?
Post Malone.
Is that what you said?
No.
What did you
I
say?
said Jelly Roll outweighs them both alone.
Oh, I said the same thing. That's funny. I thought you said Powerhouse outweighs them.
You
but
got
I was-
you
He
got
did. He said
headphones-
Powerhouse.
Yeah, you got headphones on and you still got it wrong. Miracle here has a cure.
Well, I mean, hey, that's
Huh?
basically fucking. That was like Josh Matthews' whole commentary career. Like he had headphones on and he got everything wrong. You know, it's like
Jeff Harvey.
Jeff Harvey. What
Oh my
else?
God.
Fucking.
Was that,
You know,
was, that
Umango was William Regal.
was that the kid from the Wonder Years?
No, that was fucking the what's his name?
Harvey was his last name.
No, there was a fucking he ended up becoming the GM for a while.
Oh, Mike Adamley.
The Mattingly.
No, there was a kid named Jason Harvey.
Jeff Harvey.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah,
Hey, at least Mouthfuck Tom's doing good in TNA.
there was a Jason Harvey too.
Remember Mouthfuck Tom?
No, oh fuck! Why do you hate? Man, don't talk shit about Tom
I'm just
Pettengill.
saying. Okay, you'll never live that down. It's like Ricochet.
Tom
It's like
Pettengill does
fucking-
suck.
Yeah, it's like fucking.
It's-
finger in
no.
the butt
Okay, so
Ricochet.
she's got me way, and I've got like a minute left. She got me really into the fucking. I guess we'll close out with this. You can play it.
What,
so
Ricochet
we-
putting his finger in his butt?
No, we're not Ricochet putting his finger in his butt. Do y'all remember Todd Pettengill? I'm sure Gerard remembers Todd Pettengill.
He had the same hairdo a friend Vince has now.
Jesus Christ. We got to go one episode without talking about fucking that dickhead. Anyway, so we watched a lot of O&A in this house, and they were arguing about Todd Pettengill. And next thing you know, you have fucking her showing me that Todd Pettengill got his own show in New York called The Todd Show. It's The Todd Show. The Todd Show. It was the most fucking cringy shit I've ever seen in my life. What are you watching? What are you doing?
Well, I mean,
Oh, we're gonna close this out. We're probably gonna get struck or whatever, but here, close it out with this.
beautiful.
What are you doing? Oh no. Is it Gerard? Yeah, we're ready.
My dream is to get hair like Ric Flair in that photo. By the way, like I'm gonna try to grow my hair out like that. It'd be beautiful, all feathered. Legacy Sonny has left on the pro wrestling industry.
So Gerard, before we go, I've got to know. Did you?
I want to know what the fuck that was. What was that?
Oh, hold on.
I didn't just watch that. I experienced that.
I'm gonna.
Can I explain what it was?
Did I just have a stroke? Am I the referee now? I'm sorry.
No, it's the Slammies, and Todd Pettengill used to do the montages when he wasn't doing big New York radio. He was the voice of the Slammies. And he wrote those montages himself because he is the king of fucking song parodies.
So before we go, I have one question for Gerard.
So is Todd Pettengill the Joe Piscopo of wrestling? Is that what we're? There's a reference.
Gerard, I do have one question. You did work for the WWE for many years. You were also a backstage friend of the people. Did you have any sunny days?
All of you Marks have been listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.